We got lots of 50 NLs that we are going to get onto, and that's the plan for the night. Going to try to be on 8 at once. Here's the first 3, and we got, well, there's 4. And we got 4 more lists. So let's put this over here. Wait on it just to observe the tables a little. But yeah, there's 4 more and we're first in the list on all of them. I think this is how you really get stuck up playing these pots. On the button here and in the small blind. The raise was too small pre, the bet was too big post for this to be good for either player. So you're actually witnessing gambling. Like, why aren't you 3-betting that from the small blind? And why isn't he betting the river there? On what planet is your opponent supposed to have an ace?
Ouch, my nipples. Ouch, Chooch.
Oh, Choochie's attacking the nipples. What I do. Let's put this like that. Some of my favorite customers have a lot of money. That's fun. Oh, I forgot. They started out 26, 82, 68. Okay. This is kind of meh. I feel like I probably should have let out this turn. My problem is he can have a lot of 10s. There it is. That's why I shouldn't have led the turn. So this is usually going to be the overpair. Man, that sucks. I'd love to play on here. That is just a great way to be drawing dead. I mean, it's unlikely Credible has 5-6, but the ace-3 of hearts, the 5 ace of anything. I don't think you fold. It's a raised pot. I don't think you fold a set here even. Well, if you're going to re-raise that and then fold on the flop, you kind of made a mistake. Like, do you just have no outs, or you just, like, I don't know what hand you're re-raising there that you have no outs. Ace-5, but are you really giving it up that easily? Especially to that player? Interesting. No, thank you. Oh, there's another one. I was going to say I should be able to jump up on these pretty quick. I got good seats and I got bad seats. But all the games are pretty nice. And that's kind of all that matters. It's a nice development this week to have all these games, because looking to play bigger and bigger, adding more high limit tables without adding a higher limit is a nice option. Spades. That is a very small bet that will serve absolutely no purpose. I think the only real reason you ever want to bet like this is if you actually had the suited ace-queen or something. Or a suited ace of spades of whatever. Just because you'd want to get raised. But typically this is just somebody with a weak-ass ace or a king, and he's just trying to get a little bit of value in the pot all the way down. And then if the spade comes off, he's just going to give it up. Check. Yeah, just a weak-ass ace. Made 2 pair in the turn. Got no value. First raisable hand. Wow. Three bet from the button. Or 3-bet from middle position. I think I am going to call it because the button called. There are some instances that make that okay. I'll go ahead and check. I'm not looking to do anything fancy. I just kind of want to see what happens. It's a super small bet. Buckle up cold calling. He should have a pair. There it is. Just kind of makes sense for that to happen. And we still got 2 more. This is going to be a very value-heavy night. Not a lot of crazy moves. I mean, there's betting small and then there's under betting. And this 3.5, not good. I mean, he basically gave him the opportunity. I would either check or do that if I had ace-king and wanted to put more money in the pot, if I was him. That's kind of hilarious. We're basically looking for spots for cheap flops and where we can take the lead, like there. And just going to go ahead and bet. Sometimes that's a bad idea because this guy is a little wild, which is fun. Interesting. He did limp it. I think this is one where if we give this one up, we'll get better ones later. So that's fine. That's purely fine. I mean, he did limp it, so he could have anything. I don't think I would continue with too many aces right there, so. Gonna make these all a little smaller. Oh, I missed the other table because I was resizing. Can I still get on it? Ooh, I can. Alright, we got 8 full tables of 50 and L. That's fun.
Made grooming appointments for the boys.
Nice. For when?
Tuesday,
Okay.
11:30. Saturday at 4.
Next Saturday, or this Saturday.
This coming Saturday. It's at 4 or 4:30. I have to double check.
Get re-raised by credible. He's coming out of early position. We can both have the same hand, which causes the most issues. I think I'm going to show down this one. Yeah. I think we want to call this. And then see what my man does here. He checks. I'm going to check back the flop. I think this is one that if it goes check all the way down, I think there's a move to jam. That's a great... See, that's what I was going to do. I think there's a very high likelihood that he has ace-king here. It's very well played. Yeah, he knows that if he checks it, I was going to jam the turn. I think we both have the same hand a high percentage of the time, but when we don't, I'm drawing dead. So I don't think he's ever checking the flop there. I think it's less likely he's checking the flop there with the ace-king. Far more likely he's betting. That's fine. His positional disadvantage allows him to do that. Because I can't bet the flop, but I mean when he jams the turn. See, the thing is, I just there's just too many. Yeah. Plus, he could be absolutely free rolling me. That's the other problem. He could be absolutely free rolling me. Because of the ace of clubs. I mean, he could have the suited ace. I don't think he has the suited ace queen ever. I don't know. That one's tough. But it's definitely not worth it. It's fine. It's fine. Fold, fold, fold. Move this up just a little. There's still another 50 and L trying to be made. So, kind of surprised these tables are getting short. We are going to re-raise. I'm going to bet this one. I think we can actually bet for value with that 5, believe it or not. I don't think this guy's going to fold, but we're not folding if he jams because he's just going to have too many pairs. So it's kind of worse if he calls. I think we can check this. Might win sometimes. Usually somebody's got like a pair of 9s or 10s here. Nice. 4-4 and 7-8. All right, that makes sense. No, thank you. I do believe we can bet very small here. Player calls. So I make a full house on the turn, the least likely one. Really? I'm not folding this. He actually had the queen 10. That's hilarious. Usually that's just a nothing jam. That is super fish paste. I'm never supposed to fold there, I know that. Because even if he has a 10, I'm supposed to be live. But, of course, he has the exact hand we need him to not have. Awesome. Gut shot and flush draw. Hey, Ricer, how you doing, my man? Queen's good. Dun, 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 dun. It's an annoying first couple hands. I mean, and when he jams, when he lead jams, he should never do that with a 10 because I'm supposed to c-bet all boards. When he does that, I'm only supposed to be calling. I'm only supposed to have aces, kings, queens, jacks. So he kind of played it completely, utterly, stupidly wrong in a very unfortunate way for me. Because what's the advantage in jamming there? You're just getting me off of a hand that you beat. I think we want to just call this one because the straight draw is so disguised and we don't want to overinflate the pot. That can work for my advantage. When he checks. Yep. I think raising serves no purpose. I think raising makes getting bluffed more potential on that flop. Well, we're going to re-raise our friend again. Somebody who plays that bad would definitely want to keep playing against him. And it's going to look like I'm very tilted, so I would like an ace, please, to bust this guy completely. Nope. Could have bet it. But this player is capable of checking an ace. I'm not going to continue. Because the player behind me is not going to, or the player ahead of me right here, he's not going to continue. And this is just going to get too, this is the short stack leverage. The player's too short. I can't really raise. Because he's going to be far too committed. He may just jam a draw. So there's really no, I mean, I could call and go for a river bluff, but then we're just kind of taking a shot in the dark. Fold this one. Hey, jack's on two tables. I'm going to go ahead and check the first one. I could have definitely bet this, but there's a short stack behind who might do something. I'm going to bet the turn and a little bit bigger, because I think if there is a king here, we'll hear about it. I don't know if buckle up folds. Kind of wish I'd bet the flop because I think being in early, I kind of lost track of my position. Being in early position kind of makes my hand look a lot stronger when I check, but I think there's a lot of hands that'll take a card off. That's not as great a flop for ace king. Do we take the shot? I think we do. I'm gonna go ahead and bet. I think if we get past the button, we're okay. Back to traffic, and we take it down. Nice. Two different jacks, two different wins. I think the only way to get through special events like St. Paddy's Day, where it's just super wild and all these people are in town and all that shit, is we're just going to have to start with the advantage, so stronger hands. This is very tempting. I think we need to call it. That kills a lot of action, but it does freeze the action too, so if nobody has the flush, we shouldn't see too many bets. I don't know if the queen wants to keep betting here. 9 in the river's pretty good. I think if this player doesn't bet, I am going to bet, just for a little bit of value and kind of blockery. So I'm going to bet just under half pot. You know, obviously, if I get raised, it's no good. Queen 9, 5, 7, all those hands. I mean, to be honest, this is very stealable, but there's just very few cards that don't improve my hand that I can steal the river on. So a 9's good, a 6 is good, obviously. An 8's not really good because somebody should have an 8. An ace is awful. A jack is awful. I mean, just all these cards. So that's kind of one that I don't really get to do much to in order to win it. I just kind of have to play it for value. I think we're going to go ahead and raise here. I get called. I am going to check now because there are flush draws. I like the ace. Plus, we don't do anything. I'm going to go for this. Yeah. I don't think it serves any purpose to bet because I'm now so far ahead with the ace. So we're better off just checking. And this player you're just going to have to bet twice against anyway. So if the ace hadn't hit, I would have bet and probably won it right there. I'm doing pretty good there, Ricer. I'm just kind of having fun. Got all 50 NL tables, so I'm very happy. I'm going to go ahead and bet. Pretty standard 2/3. Get called. I'm going to go ahead and bet again. He'll either get it in his head that I'm full of crap or that I have it, or he'll have just nothing. Yep, he just calls me down. This is one of those ones where we have the overpair, and when we bet big, it's because the opponent has hit the flop. So he's going to have a jack, right? Let's take a look. He has ace 4, okay, and he just called the river. That little pause on the end, I think, is what did it. That's kind of hilarious. Got full 3 streets of value. Never a reason to check. He never gave me one. That's a full pot bet. That 5's not always great. 10's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and bet half pot. Full pot bets don't inspire fear in me. So we see a pot size bet up front. We are going to re-raise. Okay. So the flop comes out. We're going to go ahead and bet. We're going to bet right about 850. Got timed out on these. Really? This guy's just jamming now. So this player called the initial raise and then called my 3-bet. And now he's jamming over my small bet. This is very frustrating. I'm trying to decide. I mean, he insta-jammed too. So I'm trying to decide if he actually has a pair here. Something like a pair of 10s. I could have just checked it. I should have just checked it. When he jams, I think I'm going to just call that. I think we're more likely to be beat, so I'm going to fold. Ace in the river is the worst card in the deck. These are the kind of morons who will go for bluffs on these boards. I could have just checked. I should have just checked it. I mean, that's not hindsight either. That's a board that really doesn't favor me. And there's a lot of wild players, so you got to let them do wild things. So if I check and an ace or a king comes off, he may just duff the whole stack into me. But the double flat is so usually a pair. Like, he flatted the first guy's open, and then he flatted my 3-bet. So Traffic's not the guy I'm trying to 3-bet with, so we're going to try to just flop with him. See, like this bet is nothing. This player's always going to double flat. We're obviously calling. Check. Pick up the open ender and this player leads out. I'm going to go ahead and call. Sometimes behind is trapping us with, you know, queens, kings, ace, king, ace, queen, king, queen. But I think we definitely have enough equity to call one, because who knows? This is kind of funny. I'm going to call here. And we're going to check. This moron was betting a flush draw. He actually had a king. That's hilarious. Don't know. I think we call this one. Alright, he did have a jack. That's fine. The other guy had 10-9 of diamonds. Not the move, sir. I think we can call that. This is funny. A lot of short stacking going on here. Alright. Credible can have it. Makes me feel better about my fold with the ace king, by the way. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, we may have to be giving up a lot of c-bet spots that are normal. There's just too many wild players in town. So against these out-of-towners, I may just have to give up some c-bets. And just check and try to hit hands. There's a lot of king-queens, there's a lot of nines. Go ahead and bet the river. Whatever. When he min raises, I can't fold. It's a lot of aces. I guess we got to start betting every pair. It's very strange. It's playing a little opposite because of the players that are involved. I think we can get traffic off this, but I'm not in that mood yet, which I know is a weird thing to say. Alright, we get another try at the ace-king over here. Well, god damn it, misclick. And it works. Whatever. Like, these are the kind of hands we want in this position. Aces. Tonight is a night for aces. Aces will do very well tonight. It's going to bet 2/3 pot. A little under that. See a call. You can just continue betting. Yes, sometimes he has king jack or two pairs, something like that, but until he lets me know, I'm not going to change the plan. That's fine. I do think if we're going to go for C-bets and two double barrels, they have to look like that. So I think as a matter of balance, we're going to go ahead and be doing that with a lot of hands. See a limper out of first. Come on, Terry, get in there. Let me know how the stream quality is. I changed some settings, and it should look a little bit sharper. But I can't tell from my end. It was the output ratio that should have helped. Don't leave. I think he's leaving. Open ender. I'm just going to check. Player bets the full pot. Queen on the turn. I think we may see the river for that bet. That's why I called it. Well, not when he hits trips. Very counterintuitive. Usually when most players hit trips, they'll start checking, but that's fine. He could have just had a flush draw, but whatever he had me beat, so that's good. Yeah, this player's timed out and he's leaving. He just shut his computer off. That sucks. The money's gone. I definitely wanted him there. Yeah, we're going to have to take a lot of flops, man, for the right price. Ooh, that's a good flop. So's this one. And we're going to wait for my man to flip out. Really? I'm just going to call. He's trying to control the size of the pot, so he could definitely have a 10. I think we just check. I think our equity is pretty strong, but I'm not sure about our actual hand at this point. I'm going to check. I'm just going to call. The player is in early, or is in the small blind who's betting. He can't have any 8. I think if it goes check around, I do think we bet. This player's in early position. He bets 13. He can have queen or ace 8, I guess. When we just see a call, I do think we just call. 8-5, and I got another set. Pair of kings. Look at me paid all the way off. I don't think I can get much more. Small fish. I'm just going to call. We're all in. Drawing dead. That's a nice one. Thanks, small fish. Remember how we did this the other day? What did my man have here? My man had pocket queens, so he had the overpair. I didn't have as many outs as I thought. Look at this. So this player limped, and now he's betting the full pot after calling a raise. He's got 38, 28 total. I have the ace of clubs. That's the problem. So I don't like this. Wow, I should love this. I don't like this. I fold. That's a really interesting and bad spot for me. Hey, new high on the stream, 27.25 even. Things turn in an instant, they turn. And there's another full table 50 and L that we may get on. If we get our C quickly, we will. All right. 6 isn't bad. I wonder if I could have gotten more here. I know the other guy's betting an 8, but the overcall was the thing that got me. But I wasn't 100% sure. Maybe I left 30 bucks on the table by not jamming. Ace is okay. This player's a little maniacal. Player bets half pot. That queen's kind of fun. See a 3-bet from Cred. 8 in the window. Look at this set. I'm going to check the river and allow him to bet. I don't think he bets ace-queen on the turn, and that's a big bet for the river. I'm just going to call here. This is kind of tough, actually. I'm going to call this one. Yeah, he's going to have running cards on me a lot. It's so weird because the river bet is either a bluff or it's a queen. I don't think we want to... I think Credible has seen me draw in some weird situations. I think we're going to jam and make it look like we're protecting our queen or our ace before the heart comes out. So that's a great way to get somebody. Here's the thing. You got to understand the attitude of the players going on. Credible is a normal player that I play against all the time. And he's not understanding the adjustments that I'm making against this field that is very weak. So he just duffed all that off into me. When that ace comes off, he should never call when I jam, because that ace is the best card for his hand. So I'm only going to have ace, queen, or better. And jamming the turn, you see that when if the river had come off here, I would have gotten no more action. So jamming the turn is absolutely the move. I mean, and he just bet so big on the flop, just overplaying it. It's hilarious. So check. Okay. King's not bad. Look at this. I would have had it. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Sometimes somebody's trapping a king. But this is an easy decision. We're just trying to get some action here. And trap a river bet. River comes off. We're just going to check. Call a reasonable bet. I don't know how many kings this player ever has. He can definitely have some sets. But I'm pretty sure he would be raising the turn. That is interesting. I think there's more draws than hands, so I do think we call. If Venetian Girl gives it up, I feel okay about this. If she calls, I don't. Yeah, there's just way too many draws there. I really like that check call there. That's a really strong play. It's a lot of fun. I think we'll just keep checking the ace high over here. Kings. Let's just check it. We win. That's good. That was a nice bluff, induce and catch. That was a nice one. I like that. Sure. You do have to flop around with these players. Like, I don't want them to ever see me as tight, so I have to take some non-aggressive lines in. But the trick is you take them in position, right? Like, instead of raising this short stack here, we take a non-aggressive line in position. So we just limp when we let him limp when we limp. You know what I'm saying? And then, we're just going to check the flop. We're not going to, look for moves, even though this is very stealable. We're not looking to make one pair. And, or we're not looking to make an ace here and just kill the pot. We're looking to make, 5-card hands and bust people. It's a very different attitude tonight. And, we'll just check it down. And, to the other players here, we're going to look like a sucker if it goes to showdown and we had a gut shot and we didn't bet it. And that's fine. Call me a sucker. I think we want to get off this table because this player has too much. So I got $155 on this table. I'm just going to get out of here until it can reset. There is another table that I'm first on the list for, another 50 and L, so I think it's fine. 278 or 27.78.39, by the way. So we've been on this game for about 40 minutes, up about $100. I don't know what I expect my hourly to be playing 8 tables of 50 and L, but it's pretty high. I think we'll just go ahead and bet here. Just gonna bet small, make it look like we have ace king. It's fine. Everybody makes the ace king read. Let them make it. Just take it down. Yeah, this is part of the action giving. All right, we got our other 50 and L. Check. Fold. Full. Hey, we're going to go right into the blind. That's nice. I'm going to go ahead and limp the king, or raise the king 10. I could definitely limp it. It's definitely a thing. But we take it down. Ooh, look at this. First hand, I got ace king. Okay. See a raise on the button. I think we're just going to call here. I could definitely 3-bet, and I like 3-betting a lot here, but Sawinky behind is kind of the issue. I did raise out of first here. There are a lot of king-queen combos. It's fine. I'm not even going to bother trying to steal. This is interesting. I think we call because, yes, he can have a lot of kings, but so can we. He checks. Yeah, that makes more sense, right? He didn't 3-bet. We're going to check the riv. Should be good. Yep, king high is good. It's a small pot, but I think it's fine. Plus, I want to look dumb. Look at this. Now the $5 bet on the turn. That's kind of funny. What did you have? 10 jack for a pair and an open ender, and jack 9 for a pair and an open ender. That's funny. They both had the same hand. And I had a queen, so they only have a few outs against me. That Venetian girl played better, but she's open limping quite a bit. She may be wise, but she just seems tight. So she's going to have a lot of pairs. So when we have deuces, we kind of have to be careful here. If it ends up that we get all the money in here on like a deuce 4-6 flop. Okay. Check. No, thank you. Watch her have 6s. Should be a lot of king queens and a lot of jack kings and ace jack. There can be some king 10s, but I don't see it. Ron's going to freak out on every flop. When he has a big pair, he does that. Makes this huge over raise and then just jams the flop. Which is nice, but you have to kind of like have something good. This isn't bad. I think if it checks to me, I can bet. I'm just going to go ahead and bet like I have a queen. I think if we get called here, we're in bad shape, but if anybody else calls, we're okay. Not okay, but better off. There's a lot more flush draws. This player is short stacked, so it's kind of hard to say what he's doing. We got called twice, though. The spade does come off. I think we're done with the hand. Overpair here. I'm going to check. Oh. I don't think there's any bluff potential here. Yeah, he might have been trapping a queen or the flush draw. He's just too short. We're just never going to... the call behind is concerning. I do think we want to call here because Buckle Up has a chance to put bluffs out. Look at this. Jacks versus the open-ender, gut shot, straight draw versus three of a kind. On a tripped board. Yeah, the ace-4 versus 10-9. Pretty smart. I mean, Buckle should be betting here. So we see a lead out from traffic. I do think we call. I think he leads more draws than tens here. The overcall behind is kind of funny. Let's check. I mean, I can have 3-4. I can have sets. I am not sure about this. The problem is, I think he likes to raise stronger hands than that. I'm going to check. He's not betting a 10 like this. So I have to determine if he's bluffing or not. Let me think about it for a second here. I got to replay the hand in my head. No. I play leading out as the original raiser and getting called twice is super bad for him. And this could go check around quite often. It should. That's a bad bet, but we're going to let it go. That's a bad bet. I should have bet the turn because I opened myself up to get bluffed. I should have bet the turn. I could have raised the flop too. That really would have decided it. I love these short stackers. Guy's literally sitting there with 40 blinds on a fucking cash game. That's like going to a 1-2 and buying it for $80. It's kind of hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Ace comes off. These guys are so short, I'm just going to check the flop. I mean, they're both super short. Ten's full. I think it's the only way to get the money from a weaker ace. Flush may got there on the river. Venetian girl always has a big pair here. So this is kind of the best scenario. Really? I don't think... you know what? He can only have ace queen and whatever to beat me, so I think we need to jam this one. He can have a lot of flushes. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's such a tough one. But I think we need to jam it. Because he can have every flush, and he would never lead a flush. And then when he bets the river, like, yeah, he raised it pre-flop and all that, and, you know, he can definitely have full houses, but, I mean, on this river, right? He doesn't bet the turn because his ace has showdown value, but I could still have a queen. And then on the river, he bets, small, or I bet, 2/3, he bets, and I jam it up. I think it's absolutely necessary. I think we're just going to get called by too many flushes because we're going to have a queen a lot. And his move is going to look like a move, and that's the problem with that move, is that it looks like a move. So anytime you're jammed over, it's kind of hard to determine whether or not you should check, raise, fold, which super rare scenario where you should check, raise, fold. If I'm him, I'm betting the river kind of big, getting raised, and probably calling. Like if he bets out the river for $6 and I make it 22, which I'm probably going to do, he can call it and just save the $30 behind. But instead, we got him to put it all in because he thinks we just have a queen. I think we can lead this river. I don't think we ever get called, honestly. I just don't want to give any free showdowns. And I don't think we induce a bet by checking. The player bet the full pot, so it's just silliness. So we see a limp in first and a limp over here. Player's got $5. We're not trying to bluff a guy with $5. This is my buddy Terry, man. Get your internet sorted out, bro. I want your money. Fold here. Check. This is interesting. I'm going to call it. I'm going to go ahead and bet half pot here. It's very small. Look at this flop. When this player is going to bluff a ton. Now I get led at. I think that's usually a spade draw. Spade on the river is kind of bad. You got it. You hit the spades. So this pot is super small. I think we just call here and try to play for a monster on the river. Queen's not the greatest card. Queen 9 is a thing. He bets. We're going to raise. I'm not folding to this guy. He's going to have 3s. He's going to have 7s. He's going to have ace 9. He's going to just totally pay off. And sitting there with the second nuts, we can raise. Aces. Look at him trap the aces. Couldn't get away from it. Couldn't get away from it. Hilarious. This is a player who's very wild. I would have expected him to bet the flop. The fact that he checked the flop is kind of hilarious. He kind of screwed himself by checking the flop. Like, he should bet the flop and check the turn and bet the river. You know? Because all he's doing is allowing draws to come off. And there are 8-10 and Jack-10 and all those hands. I think we want to go ahead and bet here. Into multiple players, I think this only gets called if somebody has a 6. I don't even think a 10 wants to stick around. Thing is, this player can have anything. I'm kind of just glad I got called. I'm going to check the turn. Ugh, this guy. He's so bluffy. I think I should have bet the turn. No, I think I'm right. I think my original read is right. I think it's only a 6. Yeah, the king's bad for me. I'm going to limp one. I've had deuces a bunch already. I don't need any aces today, I'll tell you that much. Plus, it's not a great bluff spot because the running clubs came off. I'm going to have a lot of clubs when I'm bluffing and I pick up a club draw. So, yeah, I think that was a good one. I think he was just power betting for value. Fold, fold, fold. Let's just limp. See what Buckle does. It's fine. Definitely favors me. Take as long as you want, man. Monsters don't live in my head. Check the river. Hey, I'm good. Look at that. I thought he was going to bluff it again. We have like ace 10. Queen jack. That's almost the same hand. I like that it sends that message. We could have just played nice, man. You didn't have to fucking raise, and you know, Queen Jack is not one of the ones I'm going to raise when somebody limps, because you're going to get limp re-raised a ton. And I'm going to do that to him from now on. Because most people are, I mean, you're supposed to raise the king 4 of spades from the small. So he knows my range doesn't include that. So I think next time I might limp raise him with some garbage if he decides to keep that up. Look at this. Can I get a queen, please? Do we think I should bluff here? I mean, 7, 8. Any ace. I'm going to check the turn because of the club. I do have a club for backup. He bets so big. Huh. I'm just going to keep checking the queens. Queen on the river is not bad. He could have been betting a 10 for sure. There's a lot of draws though, man. Ah, he's got a 10. King on the river, I'm just going to check. That's crazy. He bet it very well. Oh, I'm muted. Queens are good. Like, there's just no reason to bet there. What did everybody have? 7s, 3s, and deuce 3. So, there was never a reason to bet. I was looking to call a bet on the river, but what are you going to do? About a 30% VPIP today. Check. Ooh. I think we want to bet the river, get some value. We get called by all 10s there. I'm going to re-raise my buddy. Pretty big. I'm just going to check this. Yeah, he's going to have trips way too much. Aces versus credible. We're deep too. We're super deep. He just folds. I call. I call. I think we want to get off this one. I'm just gonna check. And check this one. Ace in the river doesn't matter. We should be okay here. Oh, he's got pocket eights. All right. Funny. I think I could have bet the river, but whatever. Ooh, we checked our way into a set, but it is a flushy board. So I'm going to be careful here. Because if somebody has a flush, they could raise me right off the full house draw. If nobody has a flush, we don't get any action anyway. It's a very small pot. I think we can bet river and kind of look bluffy. I think a king calls here. I think some jacks call here. I'm going to sit out on this one. There's just too much money on that table. Yeah, we take it down. I was the original raiser, so it's pretty scary. No thanks. Hey, there's my other table right on time. Can I sit down yet? I gotta wait 9 minutes. Damn it. Amager. Okay. So I get 3-bet by Buckle. I mean, this is the hand I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to have a good defensible hand with showdown value and set mining capabilities. So 9s through jacks is pretty much what I'm looking for. 8s too. He's very aggressive. He's been making moves. But I think it's fine. This I don't mind. This I mind. Because this is usually a mid move. This is usually a strong hand. Ace high good? Hey, ace high is good. We chop. Round to Venetian girl. Look at the call. Ace king. Some tables are going to die here. Last 3 hands I played on here were queens, ace, king, and queens. Right? I can't believe Wall Street went broke with 1 pair. And Venetian girls just timed out. Look at that jack. He's going to bet big if he has a king. I just hope a 10 or a club doesn't come off. I'm never folding, but it kills my action. Sometimes he has the ace-king offsuit. It's going to look like a blocker bet. You're going to pay me all the way off with king-queen, aren't you? Ace-king. I mean, if I check, I don't think he bets. So I think that's kind of good. I think he's very aggressive until there's a chance he doesn't have... Until there's a fair chance he doesn't have the nuts. I'll bet if I check raise there, he gets it all in. So, kind of weird. I mean, there were a lot of action killer cards, but... 5 more minutes, I can get on that other table. And they're going to balance out fairly quickly, I think. I'd call with Queen 10. I think Buckle is going to re-raise here a lot. Wow, I'm shocked he called. I thought it was raise or fold for him. Wow. Sick bluff. Check. Not bad. We can be up against a bigger pair, so it's whatever. Pick up the open-ender. Just going to check. 9 on the turn. What the fuck? Just going to check here. Air Balkan will absolutely play top pair this way. Eh. What did he have? Call. He had pocket 7s. Interesting. No, thank you. Club draw. Me and the same usual suspects here. I'm going to raise this one. It's kind of funny. Check. Okay. I think we can bet here. So I need to hit. But if the right card hits, we definitely get paid on the top. I need him to have ace-king or aces. If he jams here, he's going to have a lot of aces. Nah. I mean, I could have stolen it with anything, probably. Let's raise this. I gotta wait a minute 30.
There's about 2 pounds of beef and 1.5 pounds worth of noodles made into
noodly beef.
it's a goulash right now. And I put some of it in the oven and baked it with some cheese to see what happens.
Like a beef noodle casserole.
Yeah. Baked spaghetti type thing.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of these tables are going to go down. Okay, this poker freak guy only has $17, bro. It's just like, it's all or nothing, man. Let's do it. I think this one's going to die. If I get called here, I can absolutely bet the river. There are a lot of weird club draw combos that happen. Sometimes I feel like he has an ace and he was considering raising pre-flop. But, yeah, well, there you go. Good play, bro. You got the absolute nothing. Alright, enough of that. Enough. thank you. Come on, Amaker. Air Balkan. Small. I want to be here next to small fish, I think. Nice. Fold call. These will rebalance. I'll get some more tables in a minute. No. I'm going to go ahead and bet the turn here. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to let that go. Let's go ahead and play here. Nope, I got to wait 20 minutes. This bet on the turn isn't too likely something great. It's a lot of draws. Deuce on the river, I think we can actually call a bluff here. You're not going to go for it? Oh. What'd you have? Heart draw or diamond draw? Pocket sevens and he bet that. That's insane. Oh, glad I posted. Right into kings. I mean, I 3-bet pre-flop. I think we go ahead and bet a little bit on the bigger side here, just to keep him from sticking around with something weird. Protect my hand against the club draw. He can have some aces. I'm going to check and see if he's going to bet the river. It's kind of rough because I don't know if you're supposed to bet an ace here, but I don't think you are. I think he's just going to have pocket tens a lot. Close. Jacks. Common sense. Kings twice in a row. I'm going to go big. If he's going to go big, I'm going to go big. Come on, you're in town for all this shit. You're trying to gamble. Half pot. Right away. Jam it. Do it. Hey, look, he raised. I'm all in. He flopped a set. Good for you. Can I get a 9 or an ace or a king? Well, that's exactly who I'm supposed to do that with. That sucks. Oh well. I like his raise on the flop. Through no fault of his own, he won the money.
Bring me a toy. Why are you taking it?
And he left. All right. Well, that table's worthless. Four-handed, we're never supposed to get away from kings there. He's just going to go ape shit with king queen and ace queen and all that kind of shit. So we're never supposed to fold those kings. All right, little rebalancing here. Jesus. God damn. Fucking crackhead.
Like how he managed to like scratch the inside of my thigh with his nails. Fuck.
He just runs at you. I'm very pointy.
Right. I didn't even think he wanted to play with the rope.
Well, I didn't really want to, but now I do.
You're so cute. 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 You're so cute.
I think we can, yeah, we'll make these a little different. Small fish is exactly the guy. I played 9-7 against him last time and doubled, so let's do it again. It's exactly the guy I want to play like this against. Makes a small raise with his good hands and usually a bigger raise with his bullshit hands, which means 9-7 doesn't play that great against it. Full pot, we're absolutely calling. 3 on the turn. He could be pissed and just be overplaying a pair. He's got to be kind of afraid of me having a 5 here. He bets 3 times, though. And he bets half pot on the river. I think he rivered it. I think he rivered it. Is it worth the info? So he either has queens or better. I'm calling. Right? Yeah. The river bet was really good because he only bet half pot and he was like pot pot pot, like. But like I said, like the thing that gave it away is his pre-flop sizing, because he pre-flop sizes down with like aces, kings, queens, ace, king, all that kind of shit like that, and then he goes for these massive bets with the garbage nonsensey hands. My problem is that he's playing the nonsense kind of hands, and so he can have 5-6 there or whatever. He can just have shit that crushes me. He can have stuff like Jack 9 and all that kind of stuff that really looks like it beat me on the river, or Jack 8 that beat me on the river because Jack 8 for the gut shot. But at the same time, his river bet was, I mean, not to be mean, but his river bet was better than he plays. Because that's what you would do with a value hand, is go big bet, oh shit, I got it, small bet, half pot. You would kind of like change the tempo, and that almost made me fold. But at the same time, like I said, he played a better bet than he's going to. So it wasn't that he played well, it was that he made a mistake. So if he makes a big bet there, I absolutely snap call it. But that half pot bet kind of just looked like he was saving money on a bluff. So it's a pretty good call down with third pair. All right, we'll get on some 10 and Ls. This is fun. Buckle lost a shitload of money here. He got busto. He had 200 on the table. Look at this two pair. We might play a real big pot here. I mean, everybody's just got effective one buy-in except for Win Server. So we should see a bet. I really hope we see a bet because I'm looking to check raise. I probably should have led at this, but I don't think the pot gets big enough if we... Well, now I'm not going to lead because now we got a fucking full house in a fucking 5-way pot, and nobody should have 9s or kings. Ace 4 is definitely possible, but I have a 4. This is annoying. That's a really great bet. That's a great bet because it should be a straight or two pair. So Buckle Up is thinking about it. I really feel like he's got his nose all the way open here. So we're going to find out. They probably should have bet the turn, but I think we definitely see some bets here if people have value hands. There's one. I mean, he's in first, so he could have kings, but I think we want to check raise here. I mean, if he's got kings or 9s, it's just too bad. My hand's too randomly good.
Okay.
He can have the ace, king of hearts and want to get it in. All right. I think the 4 killed it. I think if the 9 comes off, I think we get it all. Hey, look at that. 2,800. Small fish, again, with the big sizing. I'm just going to call this one. I think I got the max. I don't think anybody had anything. I mean, in all honesty, what can they have? A king? This is his wheelhouse, so we're just going to check fold, and that's the end of that. We're not trying to make a point. We're trying to make money. It looks very bluffy, but what can you do? Wall Street sitting for 12 minutes. Let's go ahead and raise. It's very top pair blind. This cold call behind is annoying from the short stack, so I would like ace 5 deuce to be my flop dealer. Ace 7 deuce. That is not my flop. This player's only got about a pot left, so... You win. I guarantee you I have 6 outs against this, but look at that. Probably an overpair. Probably not a good idea. But it's going to work. I guess he could have 7s. I don't think you do this with 9s.
Unless you're a dummy. Posts in first. I think we can call that. He actually had a king. Good for him. We can definitely call 2 bets, not 3. Only because I have the jack. If I had ace queen, I think we could call a 3rd bet, honestly. But fun stuff. Cold call from Buckle Up. I thought he might jam there, and I was definitely calling. I like this in position, believe it or not. So he 3-bet. He can have a lot of ace kings. I think we want to take the shot on the flop, like we have jacks or something. Jack's pretty good for my range. I'm going to keep betting. Yeah, just got to bet twice. How long have you been here? 1 minute. All right, I'm not giving you action. Yeah, we can bet the turn here. What's up, DeBouse? How you doing, my man?
Bouse.
He DeBouse. Okay.
Do you have any female poker spectators, like, that actually play poker?
A few.
Okay. Haven't heard any.
I mean, it's actually not bad. It's like something like 12% of my audience, which I looked at it, and that's higher than the average for females.
Oh, 12% of your audience is female?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it seems like nothing, but like
no, that's crazy.
Yeah, because there's just not a lot of women in spectating poker.
Right, but that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I try to make the safe space. I think this is a good float. I think we see a lot of check arounds on the turn. Club would have been nice, but could still gut it. And I think if we gut it from here, I think we win. But if he bets again, we're going to give it up because he's just going to overplay, and the squeeze behind is no good. I don't mind the, giving a squeeze behind. Check. Fold. Okay. Gut shot and overpair, as slight as it is. I kind of want this player to bet, honestly, because then we really can't do much wrong if the other player folds and we raise. Because there's just a lot of 7s, and he's too short. He is in the big blind. See, this raise is dumb. This player's too short, and I'm behind in the blind. I'm going to fold, but this is a stupid raise, because all you're going to do is lose the fish, or just get stuck by 2 pair. Like, look, he just... You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have 10s there, you just call, and then when the turn comes off and he checks, you bet reasonably. Got the downswing you were expecting? Well, some would say that's... because you expected it. That's the secret, man. Didn't you manifest that? Isn't that what happened? But what happened? Did you... come on, get out of the way, Bucka. Let me take this guy. Get out of the way. I am 3-betting. He just calls. Get out of the way. That sucks. We just put him in. Could definitely be beat, but he doesn't have enough. Look at how dumb. This is what I'm saying. You can judge by stack size. The guy's sitting there with 42 blinds. I raise, he min raises, right? Usually that's a pair. He gets cold call behind. I 3-bet for half his stack, right? And then the flop comes off monotone. There is no other bet. I didn't even have to look at the flop to know I'm putting him all in. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. There's no flop that's bad enough for me to not put him all in. He should have just jammed that pair pre-flop. That's what I wanted in the first place. Check. Ooh, pick up the open ender. I don't think we really try to bluff here. King in the river sucks. The problem is he's going to have ace-king and king-jack. And even if we raise, like, it'd have to be like 15 here. Yeah, he's never going to fold. When people improve on the river, they don't fold. You'd be amazed how many times Jack 10 there gets half the stack. Because you just make this amazing pot size bet and the player goes, well, I got a king now. That's bullshit. And then they go, oh, wait a minute. Look at traffic. Look at traffic taking advantage. I mean, Buckle was short. He only had 35, and he's, like I said, got his nose all the way open. I want to play some 10 and Ls, but in all honesty, I'm kind of just liking this. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Champagne toast smells so good.
It's a very nice smells.
I love that I can make myself pretty by just putting some hair gel on and some smell good.
I mean, reasonable.
Wash on my face.
Face wash always makes me feel much better.
Right?
Doesn't even have to be with, like, anything special, just, you know. I think we have to bet that one, as much as it sucks because of the spades. Credible might just check down. I mean, he could be raising anything, but I'm gonna go for it. It's gonna look super bluffy. I mean, he's got ace king or ace queen, right? So I know he's not gonna bet, and but I think he's kind of annoyed with my bullshit. But I've stacked him like 3 times in the last 2 days. So he's kind of keep flip-flopping between sites and not having stats kind of sucks. Yeah. There are ways to get your hand histories. I know with WSOP, if I wanted them, I could send them an email and ask for my hand histories for the day and get them emailed to me. And then you can analyze them from there. From there, you can actually import them to, I think, Hold'em Manager. I don't think Poker Tracker can do it. But I'm not that technically, savvy with it. And I'm not really looking to analyze these spots until we're playing 500 NL.
I think I'm gonna go stream for a bit and
Nice.
try to find something to wear for Saturday.
Don't forget to put a shirt on.
I'm gonna grab my robe out of it.
It is definitely there. I fought with it this afternoon.
So you know it to be true.
I know it to be true. I think we just keep betting here. Honestly, I'm not really afraid of the king. Sometimes he has king-jack, but I think it's just more often than not a flush draw. Because of who's raising, I kind of like this. Traffic made 3-bet. He shouldn't. Player behind. I don't mind position. I am going to play ABC versus this player. So, he can have it. I just don't have enough going on there. See a pot size bet out of Buckle in second. People are opening pot size at bigger than 10 and L, or bigger than 20 and L rather. Just don't get it. You don't have to. Ooh, I'll take similar flop action over here. Maybe a little 7 of spades. The 3-bet from one of the most payoff wizard people on the planet. I think, as much as this sucks, I have to get out of the way. I would really love to call that. I just don't think Buckle is going to back off often enough. I think he's going to jam quite a bit. He calls. Oh, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I feel like it's coming. Thank Christ. I mean, it's only a 12-1, but... Ugh. Did not want to see it. Because this is like... If that 3 is a 7, you get the whole stack here. This is never a set. So, you're trying to get top pair to go ape shit on you. Ace, king of diamonds, though, can go crazy. Obviously, somebody can have jacks. There it is. This could be even kings, honestly. I don't think you fold aces. Ace, queen, and jacks. Like, I mean, it's a great play with a set. Buckle going ape shit is kind of the standard. But it wasn't kings, but it was definitely one pair. I love betting at it. I mean, the bet at it shouldn't be a set unless it's queens. But once I saw the raise, I'm like, how the fuck does he have queens? But it's a great play with jacks. It's really aggressive with jacks pre-flop. I mean, the end result is probably the same. Just because the player is coming out of second position, that's why it's overly aggressive. Because you're usually just going to kill your action. You know, it's not... And it seems like modern poker theory would dictate that, but not with this player pool. I gotta take a leak. That's a pretty good flop. Versus this player, I really like it too. Really? Alright, I'll bet the turn. They're going to be trapping me a lot with a worse hand. I am going to bet the river even though there's a flush out there. He's going to have a lot of king jacks, pocket jacks. He's going to have some ace jacks. He's going to have some flushes, but I think we can absolutely bet. I think we're just going to see a lot of 2 pairs here. And sets. I actually think we can call some raises. Like, because the ace jack with the ace of hearts would raise. It's a good spot. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Not sure. Expecting flip flop between something. Not sure how it works on global, but 10-L on ACR has been better anyway. Well, you can get your stats there. Probably better off just playing ACR anyway because I can always go back to 2-L if I lose 2 buy-ins. Very true. They do have 5-L, I believe, right? So you could play there. You don't have to like drop down completely. But like I said, we've had this discussion before. I think you should just stick with 10-L and invest in your poker career. But get Poker Tracker first. You know, if you're going to play on ACR, that's your main advantage, is you're going to be able to use Poker Tracker. So, I would say do that. Let's get some 10-Ls going. The 50-L 8-table rush is over. So, we'll get some 10-Ls in here. I mean, flop trip deuces. Yeah, we're going to get a few 10-Ls, and there's one more 50 that I want to get back on, and I am up on the list for it, so... but I think we can add 3 10-Ls reasonably. Let's move this up just a little. Make that a little bigger. We got 7. Give me another one. No, thank you. Is this a good one? Oh, I better take the seat. Ooh, look at this. Just goes down. Okay, so the ones on the bottom, the small ones are 10-Ls, the rest are 50s. I think we fold here. Check. Check. There is one more 50-L that I'm going to get onto. That's this space over here. I think 9 tables is very manageable. Close. He can have a lot of 8s. 10 of diamonds is kind of good because it freezes action. If he bets, he should just have a 10 or a flush. But look at how often my 4 is good. Look at how often my 4 is good. Like, he's just betting nonsense, right? Ace 6, and the other guy has ace deuce. Like... hilarious. This needs to go over here. Absolutely raising that. Folding here, folding here. Oh, that's a little... check. Check. Could call twice. The ace comes off. Not the greatest. I'm going to check it. I think it looks scary. I don't know if anybody's betting a raw ace here. That's actually tough. It's actually not an easy fold because we induced a bluff. So if I had ace queen here, I would jam because that's a lot of flush draws. Really? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get caught between a 4-bet here. Ooh. I did get caught in a 4-bet. Traffic, you go to this well way too much. I mean, it's a small re-raise. I think I have to call it. It's $7 to win 23. Oh, God, I thought it was going to come out diamonds. He's going to jam. That player never 3-bets the ace-king. I mean, I'm definitely not supposed to fold it. I think if I get an ace there, I think I can just go broke happily.
Obviously, I'm not doing it with a jack. But he's just going to have kings a ton. It's annoying, but I think it's necessary. I didn't want to wait for this big blind, man. Come on. I know I'm posting him, but fuck it. Okay, now this table's shit. Alright. I have Poker Tracker already. Nice. I was only playing on Global because people said it's softer. Well, how do you feel? Sometimes a softer game is up to interpretation, by the way, right? Like, WSOP, I'm saying doesn't have good players on it. Am I saying it's easy to beat? No. Because it took me a while to figure out what they were doing opposite of the poker standard. So there's about 32 or 33 episodes there where you just watch me churn in place on the 100 NL challenge, 100 to 1,000 challenge. That I was just super frustrated. I might win this in Showdown occasionally, so I don't think we need to bet. He's just overplaying that. 7 would have been nice. I think we just check here. Check, check, check. Wow, really? Traffic opens huge and gets called by the next 3 guys. That's got to suck. King, queen. Ugh. I need that ace to not be there. This is interesting because it's a lot of chops, but it's also a ton of 6s. Really? I should be calling that. Because it's going to fold all the way back, and this guy never has an ace. If it goes check-check here, I'm going to puke. This is a limp pot. I'm just going to bet it. I mean, they got a good amount of money in. Jam. Ace-jack and a set of 7s. All right. Positional awareness. Nice. Okay. I'm underplaying the ace-queen, but I'm out of position, so I can do that. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Idiot. Full pot? Really? Set. It's a spaz out. It's a set. Huh. Four bets, I meant to say. The player never 4-bets ace king. I just heard myself. Wall Street.
Clothes are just not comfortable.
Okay.
We're going to try this one. Old Faithful. Can't go wrong with Old Faithful.
Get called. 4 on the turn's kind of interesting. I think we want to check. I do think I'm opening myself up to getting bluffed here, but that one-liner straight just makes it really bad for me. Because I'm not going to bet a pair here. I'm probably going to... I mean, I could check raise this, but whatever. We'll just let him have it. I probably should have checked it. Player knows I'm not going to bet the ace of spades there most of the time. I think it's fine. Not the player I should have been doing that against. All right. I'm going to bet small here. I think we just go for small value bets. Get called twice. Just trying to get traffic out of there. 8 on the riv, I think we check. I don't know if he bets ace-king. He has all draws. Goes all in. The problem is he could be bluffing with the best hand here. Like he could definitely have 6s. He could definitely have an 8, I guess. But I think most of the time this is like, should this be ace-queen or ace-king? It could definitely be ace-jack turned into a bluff. He could have had ace-6 and gotten counterfeited. Ah, it's so tough. I'm going to fold. I should have checked the turn. I think that's what gave him the gusto to jam there. I should have checked the turn. Keep flip-flopping. He's getting me more because it plays different than ACR. Yeah, very true. You see, there's certain days I play on ACR and certain days I play on WSOP. It's just kind of the way it is. I don't like... I mean, I'm not having fun at these 10 and Ls. I think I'm going to get off this one. I'm going to take one less here. I think we want to go ahead and bet. Pretty big. Jack on the turn. I mean, does this player sometimes have ace-king? Sometimes. But I don't think often. I mean, I'm betting it just basically to get value out of, you know, 2 pair that are looking to fill up on the river. I'm going to get off this one. Check this one. Yeah. Check. God damn it, I got timed out again. Check. 7's on the river. Glad I folded. Deuce on the turn's kind of the worst card in the deck. Well, that queen's good. I don't think we see too many queens here, honestly. Might actually be able to even overcall. Not a raise. We can't deal with a raise. Yeah, he's got a queen, bro. Let's just play soft. Check. What did you have? Do you have like jacks or something? Ace jack, like a fucking idiot. I think we just check here. I think we check and call a river bet. So we're gonna have the same hand. Can't get a spade on the turn so I can win it. That's nice. We're trying to act quickly. Bet big. Hopefully he's got 2 pair now. I don't know if he's ever pure bluffing here, but hopefully he's got ace queen. I think a lot of times he's got ace king, and we look like we have a flush draw that just hit the ace. Sevens, whoa! That's rough, bro. That is rough, rough. Whoa, that's rough. Ooh. Ooh. Raises a set of sevens. I don't know why he didn't get it in on the turn. I really don't. Like, he shouldn't feel like he's beat. Loses it for more than a full buy-in. That's rough. Oof. $110 pot. That is rough, rough. I've hit a set of 8s 3 times tonight. That's crazy. There can't be one spade. If there's one spade out there, I can call. I'm going to go ahead and bet small. There's nothing really there for him to have, but I'm just charging a random spade. Sometimes he's got like the queen of spades, and I'm going to get fucked if that flush comes off. I'm going to have to bet twice, and that's going to be hard to do. So, whatever. I think the half pot bet is fine. I think we find out right here. Nice. I think it's the tempo of those monotone bets, because those monotone bets weren't working for me. When there's a monotone flop, it wasn't working for me tonight. And I think I was taking too long. I think betting half pot is seen as a very small bet at this point in the night. So I need to be just doing half pot so I can bet faster. It kind of just makes sense. That river's not great. I am going to bet it. Sometimes I get raised here. I think if I get raised, I just fold. Credible is not letting it happen. He is raising big, big now. I mean, I got called. Maybe the guy just has Jack 10, right? Queen 10. He made a 10 on the river. That's hilarious. When you have the draw, there's less draws to be had, sir. So you're not bluff catching me with a river 10. Queen I could see because it's an overcard. But I could just have a jack and it'd be good, right? Ten sucks. Really? Okay. Ah. I think we're trying to look like a set. Queen in the river is kind of bad because of the clubs. Yeah, he's blocker betting. He could have 10 jack. I think he's just got clubs more often than not, and he could have the hand I'm representing. I'd have to jam to raise him, so I'm gonna let it go. I think he just backdoored into the clubs. I like that turn bet though, and he snap called it, right? So he should just always just have the clubs. Yeah, it's just the worst card. There's so many great cards for me there: an ace, a jack, a king, a 10, any board pairing card. Yeah. I'm going to check the river. Sometimes I get paid here. I mean, there are a lot of aces. He's leading one. He's only ever leading an ace, right? So I need a jack here. He can be leading 2 pair. 7, 9. I think I still only have 8%, even if it goes check, check, turn. I'll let it go. I don't know if it's a good ace. It could be something like ace jack, which is even worse for me. I think it's fine. It's kind of a proby, blocky bet. Sometimes we get called by something weird, like 5-6. The checking the turn is really strong because it just looks like we're afraid of the ace, which we are. Queen 5. But, like, look at the hero factor. And, like, people don't think you're supposed to bet there. You're absolutely supposed to bet there. Look at this. Clubby in position. Next player called pretty quick. He hasn't been here long, so we have to be careful. The 10 on the turn is awful. Yeah. You win. He's also going to have too many better club draws. This is kind of annoying, but we do fold now. Aces and queen 10. Yeah. I mean, what are you doing? He's got a 10. And he didn't bet enough on the flop. Like, if he bets the pot and gets called, it's like... Or if he bets like 2/3, because he's going into 2 players, right? I mean, if he bets like 2/3, it's whatever. Really? Razaroo. Call. Get 3-bet by a player who likes to 3-bet. That's pretty good. A lot of backdoor potentials. We know I like those. He's not going to fold to a river bluff is the problem. So I think I have 11 outs. So my price isn't right. This player does love to 3-bet and barrel. It's annoying. Ooh, look at this. 2, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7. There's a lot of 3-betting going on. Players are wild. Check, check, check. Want to defend against pipeline? Yeah. Okay. Ugh. I think we want to take 1 off. It is only the 9. I mean, is he just straight betting the ace? Probably not, right? So the problem is I don't think he's going to fold unless we raise. And he can definitely have the king of diamonds. Or the queen of diamonds. I think it's fine. That 10's the worst card on the river. It's the only card I can't bluff at. It's the only card I can't bluff at because the board paired. That's annoying. Like I said, this player likes to 3-bet. God damn it. I think I have to dodge a club on the river. Are you fucking kidding me with this guy? Thank you. I'm not folding. Kings. That's next level fucking crazy. That's next level crazy play. I can't believe that fucking happened. He gave me every opportunity to fucking suck out. Whatever with this. That's so frustrating. You mean to tell me the guy just always had a fucking big hand on me? The guy fucking 3-bet me 5 fucking times, and that was the one I didn't fold. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. God damn it. The guy 3-bet me every time I opened in the cutoff. Every fucking time. Oh, that's frustrating. I was willing to lose just to pay for the information. But once I hit the 10, I'm never folding. Because, I mean, what is this bullshit? And I'm betting the turn like he's just never going to fold an overpair ever, which is a ridiculous way to live your life. Like, I can have every set there. I can have every out there. I mean, that's just the most insane fucking stupid thing I've ever seen. I can have ace-3. I can have fucking 3-6. I can have 5s, 4s, 9s. Like, he's just decided to never fold. That's fucking hilarious. Ace on the fucking turn over here. I think we check and lose to a jack. Yeah, I can't call. The jack's just too likely. The small bet is stupid, but... I have to bet this small because of the player's stack size. So I have to take a second here and then bet small. We're never folding. He just doesn't have enough to make me fold. Ace on the river sucks nuts. We're going to check. This might be the only way I fold is if he jams here. I might not. He bets under pot all in. I'm not 100% sure. The queens in my hand make it less likely that he's bluffing. Does he just have ace-jack here? I'm not playing good enough to fold. Yeah, yeah, that's the other one. I have the spade draw in my hand after betting the flop. I'm going to check. I don't think there's much use in betting here. Player bets 2/3 pot. Not folding, obviously. I just don't think you make this bet with a set. You shouldn't, anyway. If you do, you're kind of a sucker. If the board pair's in the river, I'm going to puke. Right? Like, that just never makes sense. I like the turn check raise. King's next hand. Awesome. We're going to overplay the fuck out of that. Got all my money back from that bullshit with melee. Just made fucking $60 in like 4 minutes. Oh, come on. That's so frustrating. I know I let my emotions get to me there, but that's so frustrating. Look at this flop. Come on, jackhole bet. Look at this guy leading out for small. These players will call this on the draw. And two pair will get it in here all day. Calls. God damn it. Anything but a fucking spade. It's so bad. Just every time. And that's the bet that he goes for. He goes for a 1/4 pot bet. 1/4 pot. Here's the thing. If you're going to draw improperly, you need to bet huge on the river to make it worth it. Look at this. On the flop, he calls a monstrous fucking bet, makes it on the turn, and then bets 1/4 on the river. This doesn't justify you calling. Now, if he bets the full pot and get called, then yes. Are you saying, are you ever calling it there? Yeah, because if I raised you on the flop, I should have something really good. I wonder if I get it. I wonder if it all goes in if I just jam. It's fucking hilarious. Unbelievable. What a fucking simpleton. Makes 20 bucks when I flop the nuts and he sucks out. I get 3-bet by Air Balkan and it's called behind. No. Come on, Buckle. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I love the overcall of the 3-bet. Cold 3-bet call on the button. Dumbass. So frustrating. I don't mind this. He's supposed to have more flushes than I am. So this kind of looks like garbage. But I want to give as few showdowns as I can to this player. Because we play a lot. He plays a lot and we play a lot together. Hey, thanks, Shiraz. Ugh. Have you considered getting a silent mouse so we don't hear the clicking? It took me a long time to find a mouse that I really like. So I'm going to stick with it. I know that it's annoying to some players, but I think we'll just check here. Ace 7? Wow. I know it's annoying for some people, but what I am getting, which is on order, is a mic arm. So an arm that attaches to my desk that brings the mic up to my face, and you shouldn't hear the clicking after that. Also, like when I put something down on the desk, you can hear the little thud. Like I can't even hear this, but I can see it registering on the monitor. Like when I put my vape shit down. So I'm getting one of those mic arm things. So hopefully that'll help fix the consideration. I've heard people say though that they like hearing the clicking because they want to see how many APMs I have. That's a gaming term. How many actions per minute I take. Somebody clocked it and said it was something like 72 or something like that at times. Oh, come on. I can't have the 10-9 now. Oh, that sucks. These guys are all going to 3-bet way too often if I call. It took me a long time to find a mouse that responds quickly enough, is replaceable, and has the right connections that I want to the computer. Like I want it on a fast Bluetooth, or not Bluetooth, but a fast what are they called? USB. I don't know if you bet a jack here. That's kind of a blocker bet. He can have the suited ace of clubs. He's in the blind. Does he ever have queen 10? We could have the same hand. Jack's nice. I'm just trying to get him to bet river. Kings. What the fuck are you checking the turn for? My God. You check the turn and then bet so fucking small nobody with a pair can call. Like, it's just fucking hilarious. That's another guy who raises from the fucking blinds so fucking much. And then just that one he has to have kings, right? This is frustrating, man. I keep running into the hands. Like, I'm still up, but I should be up way more. Like, if you just showed me these hands on paper, I'd be like, oh, you should be up just a ton right now. But I just keep running. I keep running into monsters. And getting re-raised by people who re-raise way too often. And the same betting patterns 6 days a week. Just give me all their stack. But now I'm sitting here fucking watching them roll over aces and kings. Thank God none of them can play good, so I'm not losing my fucking stack. Like, he should just go bet, and then check the river. Like, it's hilarious that he didn't bet those kings twice. He bet him on the flop, and then he fucking totally punk pussied on the turn. And it's like, here's the thing. If I raise the river, he's not folding. Like, so if I have jacks or aces, he's not folding. And he underbets and gets no value from his fucking hand. Oh my God. Club on the river. Queens, and the guy never bet. I don't think it's fucking stupid. Get 3-bet. How about the 4th set of 8s today? Can I add it? Look at this. I didn't mean to call that. Look at how much I just got paid with this flop fucking straight, even when the one-liner comes out. I'm glad I didn't bet, because I wouldn't have gotten him off of it, and I couldn't have bet the river. I would have had to bet the turn, and that would have been very sketch. What did this fucking guy have? Oh, god damn it. I misclicked. Well, I had a set, or I had to flop the straight. I wish I hadn't checked. Full pot? Okay. It sucks because I didn't fucking raise it. Or I didn't bet the flop. Now my hand's just fucking call garbage. Ooh, flopped a set. Guy had ace-10, 2-pair. He had exactly what I thought he had. I'm going to bet small here. Half pot. Okay. Don't hit that. Thank you. Sick play, bro. That's what I was waiting for hours versus this fucking guy. I'm not even folding top pair to him. I don't know why he did that. I'm never folding top pair to him. I've always said he's got the perfect fucking name. That's hilarious. Just jams it right into my fucking set. Checked flops. Somebody can have a king. But I think when I bet, it kind of looks super sus. He can have a deuce. How many times are you just going to roll over King Jack here for the rest of your fucking life? For the rest of your life, Melee, are you just going to roll over King Jack? Pocket jacks. Like, you see why I'm not folding to these players, right? That's the guy who had the fucking kings and played him like a fucking maniac. Like, you see why I'm not folding, right? I would check a king on that flop and bet it the exact same way. The exact same way. If I had king 10 or better, I would play it the exact same way. It's just so hilarious. I'm bitching about winning. I'm going to check this. I backdoored the straight, but whatever. It's the bottom end. I'm just going to limp the deuces. This is kind of odd, but I'm going to let it go. Ah. I almost called it on the flop, too, because it looks like garbage. Well, he could have gotten there. He could have gotten there on that river. Look at this fucking idiot 3-betting. Why don't you have a full buy-in on the table anymore? You're tired of losing? Look at this. And then a raise. The 7-9 gets there. It's hilarious. Ace is full versus the stone bluff. It just goes down pre-flop. I think I'm not going to 3-bet this one. I was going to say, and I'm going to play a little softer if somebody else does. Because look at this. I mean, like, you're playing for stacks here. We're playing for this effective stack every hand till he goes broke. I mean, traffic should just jam, and he knows that, so there is no re-raise. There is no call. Okay. You have enough money. Check. I'm going to bet turn. He calls. I'm going to check river. He could definitely have hit the king. Fucking idiot. Nice aces. Look at the queen. This has got to be fucking kings or better. I love it. The guy drew and hit a fucking overcard. Really? You're calling? Oh, I love the 4. I love the 4. Jam it. Jam it. He's got queens, bro. What a fucking dumb fuck. Because you would have gotten a set in on the turn, and you're never doing that with a 5. There's literally no 5 you're doing that with. People don't think that way. They're like, oh, I could have, 5, 6. Really? Could you? Raising out a first and calling a 3-bet? Could you? It's hilarious. Look at this shit. Like, just fucking insanity. I mean, Buckle's got his nose fucking all the way open. It's fucking hilarious. He's just going to jam. There's no real reason to raise. Yeah. I'm going to call it. I'm going to give action. Hopefully nobody 3-bets. Well, that's nice. Now I like the call a lot. Might win. Oh, he made trip 5s. Why is the ace-9 calling? That's the funny part. Small open, small re-raise from a small stack. So we're only looking for 10s here. That's an easy one. Just going to call the riv. I don't think there's any point we can really bet there. He might have like jacks and I'm going to be pissed. Deuces. There's no point we can bet. We can only get a bluff. Six is good. I'd have had to barrel at this into 2 players. I couldn't have gotten it. I'm not doing it with 5s, that's for sure. I think that's one we just let it check down and lose to a 6. I think we just check here. Call bet on the river. Okay, donkey. That's a strong, stupid lead. I'd only lead this at 2 pair. That's the only way. If I had deuce 6 or 5-6, obviously. But the call is hilarious. It's all hilarious. Jam the turn. Jam the turn. What are you going to do? You have to jam the turn. If you have 2 pair, you jam the turn. He's got a flush draw. He's got like 6-4 of diamonds. Can't fold, right? I swear to God, if he's thinking about it with a set, I'm going to throw up. Like, you really think somebody's got a queen? Like, this is the dumbest fucking lead out I've ever seen. He just gets called. He should have been jammed on. Don't go, Jackhole. Yeah, they got that in pre-flop. Just gonna bet. Take it in the pot. 3-bet all over the place by this motherfucker. God damn it. Fucking ace. Yeah, and I'm checking an ace every time I hit it, so whatever. Sevens and Jack 10, like, how is this money going in? These people are so hilarious. Full house versus trips. I mean, the guy's in the blind. You can't love it with King 8 on this board. Right? There's spades out there. I mean, they got it in on the turn, probably. I'm not going to look at it. I don't care that much. Well, I guess I'm going to look. Flop. King 8 bets $3, gets called. Check raise on the turn, all in. Yeah, they got it in the turn. Which is what you should do, but 8-8-7 queen, and you have King 8. How much do you like getting your money all in? I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to fold it, but it's definitely not awesome. This is one we want to 3-bet. Because we're going to be leveraging because Credible's coming out of first. So our hand looks a lot stronger. Yep. I like that one. Alright. Buckle's still going crazy. My man's lost like $500 in the last hour. Yeah, he is. Ugh. There's so much EV. EV of 15 to fucking 1. It's just gonna bet huge. Alright, that's fine. Well, he's going broke. You can have that. Jam it. Yeah, jam into the ace now. $17.50. Just call, bro. That's, you lost the queens. Oh my god, he actually had the ace king. That's so hilarious. How do you not just raise the flop? Like, everybody knows he's fucking going crazy, but he can still hit hands. I don't know if you're supposed to just call there. Even pre-flop. Or on the button? Nah, I guess you can because it's so strong, but when that flop comes off, I think you want to raise and get him committed. Then if the ace comes off, it's not too bad, but you put in 70% of the chips on the turn after the king hit. He could have just ripped it, and I bet he gets called. I can't believe he kept betting. That's hilarious. Fold. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to be playing at least from 4 o'clock, but probably a little bit earlier, because that blast tournament thing, playing 10 blast tournaments, getting the ticket. We got a ticket into the free roll, and currently there's about 500 players in it. It's paying out 25% of the field, 10K guarantee, 10K prize pool. So right now it's currently 2,200 up top. Might be a little bit less. Might be around $2,000. It is paying wide because it's a free roll. But yeah, so we're going to be playing that. It's a pretty good structure too. It's not like crazy. So I think it's definitely a spot to make money. I'm going to check. I think we can take one off. That's a pretty good one to take off. Well, we're definitely not folding, because the 9 is insane. He could have filled the gut shot, but he's more likely to have the 4-3. I think if he bets big here, we have to give it up. If he checks, we're going to lose anyway. Yeah. He can have the 4-3 for sure. I don't think he has 8-9 very often, just because we have 2 8s in our hand. But I think he has 4-3 a ton. I guess we stay here. It's a pretty good flop. mind getting raised here, seeing a non-pairing board card and then getting jammed on the river. I think there's a lot of two-pair combos that call that raise. I think maybe the queen killed my action. But if I check the turn, I get a little bit more. I'm definitely making some mistakes, man, but the games are so fucking wild, it's like... I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Like, here's the thing, the mistakes that I'm making are because the expected value is just so high right now. Like, every pair is playable tonight. Like, every fucking everything, every suited connector, it's like... but it's going to be a lot of them where you call and miss and then have to fold. And I'm kind of sick because I'm only up like $70 here. And I'm just watching these juicy ass fucking pots go by. Like, this shit is just fucking ridiculous. Like, this player raised out of first and is immediately 3-bet. Like, players are playing so wide. I mean, I should be calling that even, but I'm going to let it go. Only because Buckle is fucking insane right now. He's so fucking hot. Like, he's going to 4-bet here a ton, with just so light. See what I mean? Like, and he gets snap called. Like, it's such a good spot for the king-queen suited, but... he's just going to bet like 15 or 16 now. It's fucking crazy. 15.50. There you go. Right. I mean, like, what are you doing? The guy is heated. You got to like let him steam and not put that kind of pressure on him. I guarantee he doesn't lose that pot if the other guy doesn't 3-bet. I mean, he's going to get no respect now. Always going to get called. This player is just way too aggressive. I think we have to bet there. We're getting drawn on so wide, we have to bet everything pretty big. I meant to raise more. That's gonna look suspicious to somebody. I never make that bet. Yeah, just the nuts down there, huh? Come on. 10. I feel like I shouldn't bet it. I know I should GTO wise, but I feel like something's going on here. I don't know why. Can't really explain it. Huh. Makes 2 pair and checks river. Eights and queens. Or folds. I almost 3-bet this. This guy's so fucking stupid. I think that the button is so incentivized to 3-bet that we have to fucking 3-bet huge here. Because we're leveraging versus first position. Take it, man. There's nothing I can do, man. These are the worst fucking boards. It's so frustrating. Jesus. This table fucking went to shit. I'm only staying because of Buckle. I know he's on my left, but... we're both super deep. It's fine. I think we're done with this table. We got queens again. Oh, lost focus for a second. All right, this player's only got 20 bucks. We're just going to 3-bet the tits off him. Air Balkan might re-raise here in an effort to get me out of the pot and play for this player's 20 bucks. Nope. Just take it down. I swear these players think they're playing a tournament. Fucking ace on the turn. Fucking Jack 7. Are you serious? God. That's so stupid. Ah. Like I'm just getting coolered here. Don't 3-bet, you fucking numbnut. I should have been playing all day today, but I was just so fucking tired. It sucks, because I know these games were great all fucking day, and I was so goddamn tired I couldn't do it. It's the worst board ever for me. Oh, that's a good card. Sometimes we get called for the chop. Sometimes this guy has 9s and calls. This table died. That sucks. Yeah, I think this is done. I think I'm just going to play out the free ones here. God damn it, I didn't want to play this hand. What the fuck is taking so long? Yeah, I'm going to call it there. Stick around for the raid, guys. Hang on a sec here. I'll tell you how I ended up. This has been my last 3 days. Maybe I'm not playing my best. I'll give you that. But I feel like I've been running into it and just kind of saving myself. So I ended up at 277.73, which is... I started at 26.82. So what is that, like $90 and change? $91? That's annoying. I mean, I wish I had more energy earlier today because these games were obviously good. And yes, I know it's good to profit, and I know $90 in 3 hours is a good win rate. You know, it's $30 an hour. It's a little more than that because we only did like 2 hours, 40 minutes. You know, but I was looking to get to 3,000 tonight. But it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I definitely wasn't playing my best. I think there was a lot of opportunities. I think I took the best opportunities to make money. I think I did well, honestly. I ended up in situations way too often with players that I shouldn't have been playing against. We're here to play against the tourists, not the regs. So I think my adjustments were okay. I just think my post-flop play had to be back down, so I couldn't steal as much, and I didn't realize that early enough. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're playing against players that don't play much, you really don't try to bluff. But whatever. But we still did good. Stick around for the host, one of my favorites, and I will see you guys tomorrow, probably around 2 p.m. my time. Maybe a little bit earlier. I might do 2 sessions, but definitely we'll be here at 4 o'clock Vegas time for that tournament. I'll see you tomorrow.